Hello, everybody. Welcome to English Understand Easy channel. Today, I will talk about apostrophe, the smallest thing in English grammar, yet extremely confusing and extremely difficult to understand for young learners. I'm going to share the screen with you. I don't want that. And I have it here. Okay. So what am I going to talk about? This is apostrophe. Children are studying it or learning it from Pratham 1, which makes it extremely difficult for them to understand. And I will explain it close to the end why. First, let me introduce to apostrophe. Apostrophe, which is this, I will make it red. This is apostrophe. Okay. Actually, what I can do is, I would prefer, oh, no, okay. Is a punctuation mark. What is punctuation mark? Punctuation mark is everything that is dot, comma, semicolon, colon. Oh, this is too fun. Let's say, no, exclamation mark. Why not? Okay, exclamation mark. No, this is, now I can remember. This is quotation mark, and exclamation mark is, why it's not coming up? Oh, this is exclamation mark. So these are punctuation marks, including question mark. Okay. I will leave it as it is. So an apostrophe is used mostly for possession and contractions in English grammar. Now again, so to make it a better understanding, I will type in purple that an apostrophe is used mostly for possession and contractions in English grammar. Now again, here is the word mostly. So it means it's get much more complicated later on. Using it properly makes your writing more professional. How can you explain Pratham 1 student professional writing? They don't even know what is professional. It is something much more difficult that children are learning it in Matheon 1 to Matheon 3. So anyway, I will continue on that one. So here we have apostrophes for possession. I will give it to orange color. So I distinguish the two apostrophes. Possessions means something belongs to somebody or something. That means it is my pen. It is your bag. It is her book. So here are, how is it created? Singular noun plus apostrophe plus S. So let's make it red. The student's book, the book belongs to one student. Okay, perfect. So I will make it that. Sarah's laptop. This is very difficult for pronunciation for small children. Sarah's laptop. is very good. Nice. The company's policy. So we are talking about children and we have company. So let's use it to the school's policy is, I wouldn't call it very, no, I will change it to the school's policy is strict. Now, children don't know what is strict. You have to explain it to them. Now, that means the policy belongs to school. So I will make it this way. The policy belongs to school. The laptop belongs to Sarah. The book belongs to one student. Now, this is explanation, but this is how this sentence can be explained very simply. And it's much easier for children to learn the laptop belongs to Sarah or the policy belongs to school than the school's policy is strict. It is an example. Here is plural noun. Now, watch this. Plural noun ending in S. Now, children don't know what is plural. So plural is two or more things. And now the apostrophe is explained, the teachers, and it's at the end. So students, so if I will write another example, and I would say the teacher's desk is new. The new desk belongs to teacher. Okay, I forgot the to the teacher or to a teacher. Okay, no problem. Problem is, here is the teachers with apostrophe before S, and here is teachers with apostrophe after S. And now you have to explain grammar that this is singular noun and this is plural noun. And at the end, I'll say something more. So the children are not able to, in Pratham 1, they don't even know what is English, yet they are forced to understand apostrophe. I will not explain this part of examples, irregular plural nouns, irregular plural nouns. That's even more difficult for your understanding. Irregular nouns are not taught until second half of Pratham 2. So I will go further and I will go straight to apostrophes in contractions. So if I put in orange apostrophes for possession, in contractions, I'll put it in brown. And before I will explain that, I'll show you something else. Oops, I don't have it here. It says, I don't see it. I had it. Oh, yes. Do not use an apostrophe simply to make a word plural. So here it says, do not use an apostrophe simply to make a word plural. Perfect. Yes, it's clear, but that's for Pratom 5. And you have now plural noun over here. So here you have, do not use an apostrophe simply to make a word plural. And this is how we use it in plural noun. So this is against each other. That's why at this point, the children, they just said, forget it. This is impossible to understand, which is true. So I will go further, and I will go straight to apostrophe in contractions. A contraction puts together two words by replacing one or more letters. And here we have it. Am, you are, it's, it. But here is it is, it has. Don't, can't, we will, they've, they have. Now, here is missing had. Here are some example, and here is it's. It is or it has. You see this. I will make it red because so it's more visible. And you cannot explain this to Pratom 1 because the advanced grammar to understand this is Pratom 3 studies. But here is it's without apostrophe, shows possession. So if I will make this green, now the child is completely confused. Why this means it has, and this means possession. Here is tip. If you can replace it's with it is, then the apostrophe is correct. This is what children learn in school. They are told, you have to do it this way. So let me break it into total confusion. Really, confusion how 6 or 7 years old child see it. So this is very simple. I am a student in Pratom 1 class. That's it. No problem. You are smart. Now this one. Here, I will, oops, I don't like it. Oh, wow. Because it means it is, which is verb be, and it has, which is possession. So it's contraction, but it's possession that is explained over here. So additional confusion for children. Don't, do not jump. Simple. Cannot, I would say it can not. Divided. We will travel. They have ice cream. Now, if I put this one, the children automatically picture ice cream. They don't care. They have Dave. They have Dave. Dave is Dave. Dave. Hey, Dave, it's your nice name. Well, that's exactly what children are hearing. Here are examples which I leave them here, but they are learning this in school. What is problem is it's. So here I will make a line and I will confuse you to make you understand what children are really facing. So I will go to pronouns. Children in Praton 1 don't know what are pronouns. Pronouns are here. I, you, it, and further they, we. So let's go with pronouns. He, okay, his equals he is a strong boy. Perfect. Next one. He has a ball. That's right. Same thing. So let me write it this way. He has a ball. How do you know that it is or has? How do you explain that, like I said, 6-year-old or 7-year-old child that doesn't even know what is English, and yet the school wants them to understand apostrophe in Proton 1? I'm sorry, I'm a huge critic of this part. Let's look at this one. She is pretty girl. So let's go further. She's has a long, no, she has a long hair. Now, again, she's. So how does she know what is, oh, sorry, how do students learn to has and learn when it's is? Especially if the teachers tell them you have to read fast. You cannot learn by reading fast. Now I will not use it's, but I will use they. They they are, oh, let's say friends. They think theirs, they, and now possession, right? Okay, let's have a look at possession. Theirs game. Wow. and there is no apostrophe. There is no apostrophe. So all this confusion is presented to your children, and they say, use apostrophe and read fast. That's impossible. So what I wanted to say, when I teach apostrophe, I ask children, even there is this form, I ask them, read it this way. What is? Because the short forms doesn't explain whether it is or it has, which is a huge difference. There is much more I could talk about it, but there is something else. I will write this sentence. The dog's names are Sharik and Sharka. Wow. What are you going to do about it? Look at this. The dog's names, apostrophe belongs here, are Sharik and Sharka. Now, I will replace it. The dog's names are Sharik and Sharka. Completely different meanings, completely different explanation, yet the children hear it exactly the same as over here. They are friends, their friends, theirs game. So the children are facing extreme confusion. And I would like to let you know, whenever you teach apostrophe, explain it as simple as possible. There is possession, which is, it is mine, it is mine, and it is my, no, this is wrong. Possession, it is mine. That means, let's have a look at the examples over here. I'm sorry. It is mine, or I will change it completely. It is yours. It is, no, it's better this way. Children's shoes. Now, if I put apostrophe, the problem is solved. Then there is contractions, and that's what they teach your children, but nobody explains the difference between possessions and contractions. For example, I am, she is, it has. So this is confusing. And I don't know how much I was able to make you understand the difference, but it is extremely difficult. And for 6 or 7 years old children, this is true headache, literally. The best way to teach or learn apostrophe is to have exercises. I will post some exercises at the end of this print, and I will put it on YouTube. Thank you for taking your time. Apostrophe is something that you will see what you saw what it is, and learn it gradually. Don't try to explain the difference between right and left. Don't try to explain between top and bottom. Just say, here it is this way. Here it is that way. Over here, we must understand it another way. And if you will take 3 weeks, take 3 weeks, but don't teach it together. Have a beautiful day. See you soon.